Game number 2 of the morning. What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Had a good second game this morning. I figured I'd upload. I'll do a little commentary too. Oh, let's do a hot drop. So instead of waiting, I decided to jump right off the bus. And right off the bat, I noticed somebody and decided to start attacking. I had the upper hand in this situation because they didn't have a weapon other than the really weak one they give you right off the bus. This person apparently found a mammoth pistol and played the cover pretty well. I start to get attacked by another person, so I'm in a bit of a pinch. I need to run. Here I find the best version of the best gun for me in this season. I'm still in somewhat of a weak state, so I need to fill up on health and shield. Right about when that's done, I decide to shockwave using my Flowberry Fizz effect so that I can reposition in a good spot and see what's going on. I look around for a bit, don't see any immediate threats, so I keep looking around and eventually this person shows up. This feels like too awkward of a situation, so I decide to start to move. And now a second person starts to show up, and now it's really on. I decide to try and be slippery here because I don't have a close range weapon. Thankfully those two start fighting and I can get a good position. Good old shockwave with Flowberry Fizz effect, baby. So I noticed one of them eliminated the other, and now I have an opportunity. Might be able to get a double kill here. Ooh, yeah. Satisfying. Hit that subscribe and follow button. We spot another target. And just barely miss it. Just barely missed my last chance in this moment. They get some cover, and I don't feel like rushing with a shotgun, although I do have Flowberry and Shockwave and I could get there quickly. So I decide to move and get a good reposition. I see some unopened chests on the way, and I usually go for them if they're convenient, and I still have room for a better loadout. By now there's 22 total people left, and I just gotta get into the circle. I thought it'd be pretty funny if I could actually get into one of these trees. See a guy here. Whoop, an aggressor. This is the moment where I realize why people like a pump shotgun. Thankfully, I can cleverly slip out of there with a shockwave. The priority at this point is heal up and shield up and get a better position. I destroyed all the stairs by the shockwave, and the guy's somewhere in the building. And given the situation, I decided to move to get a good shooting position. A fight's happening under me somewhere, so I start to lock in. He shockwaves up. I try to hit a shot. I miss. I shockwave up as well. He narrowly escapes for the moment, but I'm still attacking. Oh my god, I'm ready for ya! Ooh yeah, subscribe and follow. Slippery, slippery. I really like how they added the redeployable gliders. If you got this far in the video and you like what you're seeing, make sure you subscribe and follow. Thanks. Nice deep breath. 4 eliminations. Pretty solid. I'm able to get full shield here, and we're in a good spot. So given the situation, I decided that it would be good to get up on top of this building. So I start to do a little parkour. There's only 8 enemies left here. So the game's turned out pretty good so far. Got 4 eliminations too and like a bajillion damage. Here I'm doing some random shooting because I want to draw some attention and maybe get some people moving. Because sometimes it's just boring, everybody sitting still. So from what I noticed, there's a guy under me now. So I got to keep that in mind. But if he decides to make his way up, he'll make a lot of noise mantling and getting up. Or he'll shockwave and I'll be able to tell what's going on very quickly. So I just continue to focus outward. After a little waiting, I see a target. The third's with me in the building. I'm only able to get a little damage here. The storm rotation served my position pretty well. The storm was originally to my back, and I'm not in the front edge of the circle. So I won't all of a sudden get surrounded, hopefully. 5 enemy players left. Things might start popping off pretty quickly. Elimination 5 of the game. I also haven't gotten eliminated yet, so that's pretty solid. There's no signs of him leaving, so... Only 4 enemies remain. Eventually it gets to the point where there's only 3 enemies left other than me. I think I'm going to shock all the way over to the cliff. When people run like I just did, people like this guy think they have the upper hand, and I wanted to make sure that that was not the point. A lot of satisfying damage there. I decided to try and get a good vantage point at the edge of the circle, and this guy continues to attack me. This is the end game. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and follow. Looks like Mr. Fishy Guy's in trouble. I was able to get an okay amount of damage there, but I decided to shift my focus to be ready for endgame. There's only 3 enemy players left. So close there. That guy gets eliminated, and now there's only 2 more opponents. 2. I need to start looking at where to move. That house is in play. These shots this person hit really messed me up here. I think they had a really rare weapon or something like that. This game still gets interesting though. I almost had a chance. Thankfully I was able to fit in this window. Sometimes when things like this happen, it's hard to wrap your mind around what you should do. And I mean, if you look at my health, I'm 41 HP. They both probably have way more than me. So I feel like my best bet here is to wait for one to finish the other and then show up. That didn't happen, and now the circle's moving, and I got a shock into an unknown area. This was a terrible position for me to be in when this guy was shocking after me. And sadly, he ended my game. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you subscribe and follow. Have a good one. God loves you. Believe in Jesus Christ. And obey what he taught.